appreciate y'all showing up to class today.
Smarter than a fifth grader.
The first
Claudia, one
step
of
is
your
always
two
showing up
hosts
to
for the
class.
show.
Am I right or am I
Let me
right?
tell you how this game works. Grader, let's go.
We're asking
It's
great
time
questions.
for
Chat's
first
filling up.
grade.
I'm
How nice
gonna
to
help
have
you guys out.
here.
How does
Every
this work?
question here is worth 100
It's kind of like
points.
the questions come up, and if we get them right, we get
And
the
helping
points.
you
We can
for
help.
this grade
We can
is-
select our student to help us out. It's randomly selected.
Ava.
We get Ava to help us out today, chat. Alright, how does this work? I got that one. I thought you were the teacher. Wrong. Madison asked how to correctly pronounce Iran. It's not Iran, it's Iran. Where's Jeff Foxworthy? I don't know. He's taking a break
Pick
today.
a subject for this
Where,
question.
where's the
So
fine
it's
Jada Smith? I don't
Social
know.
studies, math, reading, measurements.
Alright. No problem, no problem. That's what I'm here for. Again, I'm the teacher. You guys are the students. You go home with some newfound knowledge today. First up in the chat, I'm gonna ask you guys what category do we want to select? We want to go social studies, math, reading, or measurements. The answer, I don't have polls yet because I'm not affiliated, but the answer I see the most of in the chat we'll select and we'll go with first. We got math filling up. We got Coach Corbin and Gunnar Cody with math. I'm saying, hey, if this is the majority, I'm gonna give you guys 10 seconds. You got 9. Alright, majority says math. Alright, wrapping it up. We're gonna go math, guys. Fantastic.
It all adds up here with a math question.
Alright, guys. The goal here
What
for
function
us
in
is to
math
not
is
have to
opposite of
rely
subtraction?
on our student helper. I'm going to
Addition.
rely on you guys to know the answer.
Multiplication.
Alright, guys.
Subtraction.
We're starting it very easy. I'm gonna ask you guys what function in
Standard
math
gamer.
is the
Choose the
opposite
right
of
answer.
subtraction. Luckily, we're not on a timer here, folks. We're not on a timer, but we can. So there we go. This is it. This is difficult, and how I will select the answers is whatever the majority of the chat answers. So it's not like if I see someone say the correct answer, I'm not picking that. I am picking whatever the majority of the chat says. That is how we go about this, okay? Understood? Fantastic. Alright,
Cheat off me if you need to.
we got 3 people. Ava, shut your mouth. We're not going to cheat off of you. Everyone in the chat says addition. So guess what, guys? Answer number 1. We're saying addition. Let's lock it in.
Here's the answer.
Woo!
So, the right answer is
Let's see it, guys.
addition.
Did you guys get it
Very
right? Hey,
You
good
get
job, guys.
100 points.
I'm a proud teacher so far. I've been doing my job right.
So, Ava, thanks for being here with us. Can you
Let's
tell
hear
us
about
all a
Ava
fact
real
about
quick, chat.
yourself?
I do a lot of fundraising for different charities.
An important
Hey,
fact.
W Ava.
It's now
W
time for
Ava,
the
guys.
next
W's in the
question.
chat for Ava supporting charities.
Standard gamer. Let's look at your choice of subjects. It is spelling, life science, vocabulary, social studies.
Alright, guys. Same thing here. What do we want to pick? The majority answer in the chat is what we select. So what are we picking, guys? Drop those answers. We got science. Gunnar Cody said, I failed at all of these. Don't worry. That is why we're doing this. Great exercise, great practice. Get you guys in the right mindset, okay? So we got science. Coach Corbin, science. Let's see. Run some science. When is sex ed? Sex ed is when we get to 5th grade, guys, okay? Alright. Let's say looks like we're gonna run some science, guys. That's the majority. Life sciences.
The powerhouse of a cell is a life science question. Which of these is used to remove germs from a surface?
Alright. Which of these is used to remove germs from a
Sanitizer.
surface?
Fertilizer. Tranquilizer.
Alright.
Standard
Sanitizer.
gamer. Give us your
Fertilizer.
answer.
Tranquilizer. Which one are we doing, huh? Lysol? Good. That's good. That's good. Let's see it. Let's see it. Sanitizer. We got one answer in the chat. I need at least one more to make it the majority. I need at least one more in the majority. Sanitizer it is. Good job, guys. Alright. Sanitizer's the answer.
Your answer is locked. And the answer is
Let's see if we got it right, chat.
sanitizer. Good
Yay!
job. You get 100 points.
Hey, Gunnar Cody, never call yourself dumb. You are a very smart individual. And
But
in
it's
this
time
class,
we swap
I'm going to
books.
make you the smartest
It's
man
yours now,
alive.
Teddy.
All of y'all. Trust me.
Hi, I'm Teddy, your other host for the show. Let's go to questions from 2nd grade. This time, each question is worth 150 points.
Okay, guys,
Let's say
chat,
hi
you
to
guys
your
have
new
150
classmate
points
and
on
bye
the
to our
line
old
per
one.
question. Alright?
Take care. Yay! Ah! Woo!
You'll be helped in this grade by
We are in 2nd grade now, guys. So first graders,
Haley,
those first grade questions are out the door.
Yeah! Yes! Yes! Hey, my name's Haley. My two best subjects are reading and spelling.
Standard Gamer. Choose one
Okay.
of these subjects. It's either reading, measurements, spelling, vocabulary.
Alright, guys, you know the drill. Run it in the chat. What are we wanting to do, guys? Alright, Coach Corbin dropping the first suggestion of measurements. What else are we thinking, guys? Drop those suggestions in the chat. Okay, we got 2 measurements in. Is that 100%? Alright. That will make us the majority. Majority of the chat chose measurements. We're selecting measurements. Alright,
We only
let's
have
keep it
one
rolling.
planet
Let's see what the
in this
question
first
is.
question.
Let's see what happens.
In 1724, Daniel Gabriel Fahrenheit.
A W
established
ruler
a
in the
scale
bathroom,
to
Coach
measure
Corbin.
which
W
of the
ruler in the
following?
bathroom.
Temperature, relative humidity, wind speed.
Alright, guys. In
Standard Gamer.
1724,
Please pick your
Daniel
answer.
Gabriel Fahrenheit established a scale to measure which of the following? Coach Corbin with the dropping the answer temp. Aiden dropping the answer temp. And Gunnar Cody dropping temp. That makes everyone answer temp here. We're going with temperature. Let's see what you guys got. You got this right?
You've got it
Let's
now.
find out.
The right answer is
Let's see if you got this
temperature.
right, chat.
Good work.
Hey,
You get 150
perfect.
points.
Good marks on across the board. Great job, chat.
So, Haley.
Let's
thanks
hear
for
about
joining
Haley
us.
real quick. She
Can
got to
you give
yap
us
a little
fun
bit.
fact about your favorite
We all know
subject?
those students that like to talk too much.
No English words end in the letter V or U.
Great fact. We gotta check the next question.
What's the next question?
Standard Gamer.
All right.
Pick your favorite subject.
You know the drill,
Now
guys.
it's
Back to it. What are we
social
picking?
studies, Math. Measurements.
We doing social studies, math, or measurements? Drop your suggestions in the chat. Like I said, the majority answer is the category we'll be going into. We got Coach Corbin with 2nd grade math. Who else? Let's see what else. Aiden also dropping math. Looks like we got a popular vote here. Math it is.
You can count on this question being about counting. If there are 27 students in Jacob's class, how many boxes of a dozen donuts does he need to bring to have enough for everyone?
Big math guys in the chat. Big brains out here.
Standard Gamer. What's the real answer?
Alright guys, the question is, if there are 27 students in Jacob's class, how many boxes of a dozen donuts does he need to bring to have enough for everyone? I'm seeing threes. I'm seeing threes. Let's get one more for, there we go. Looks like the entire class here is voting for 3. Alright, locking in 3.
It's now locked in. And the right answer is 3 donut boxes.
And that's right, chat got that right. Congrats, chat. You guys are a bunch of
Well
smart
done.
cookies.
You get 150 points.
Appreciate y'all. Maybe 2 1/4. Yeah, I mean, if we want to get into fractions, who knows? We might be
It's time
getting
to
there
check those
when we get
points.
into the higher grade levels.
Great
But you
work.
guys,
No wrong answers
awesome.
so far.
Hey, Your current
But
score
this
is
a
500,
two-host
chat.
show.
Congrats.
Take it away,
I'm a
Claudia.
proud teacher.
It's my turn. Let's keep going. It's time for 3rd grade. Every question is now worth 200 points.
200 points per
Let's
question,
greet
guys.
The new classmate
Let's see what
and
you
say
guys can
goodbye
work
to
with.
The old one.
Good luck. Yay! Yeah.
Yeah. Your classmate for now will be
Who's our classmate?
Isak.
Isak.
Oh.
Shout out Isak. If you know soccer, shout out Isak.
Yay!
Hi, I'm Isaac. I'll help you with any vocabulary and grammar questions.
Standard gamer. Pick yourself a good subject. You have spelling, reading, vocabulary, social studies.
All right. You know what to do, guys. What category we want to go into? I see Gunnar Cody with social studies. Let's see what else we want. Well, who else? What else? I'm waiting on y'all. Oof, these are all bad, but I agree with social studies it is.
Voting is your right.
All right,
in this
guys.
Government question.
Here we go.
The legislative branch of the U.S. government has a bicameral structure, which means it has how many chambers?
The legislative
1,
branch of the U.S.
2,
government has a bicameral structure, which means it has how many chambers?
Standard gamer, pick an answer for us.
Is it 1, 2, or 3? I'm seeing 2s in the chat. I'm seeing 2s. Lesson here, guys, because we're gonna lock in 2. I want you to really focus on that word bicameral and what that root word bi means. Alright, that's the hint here, right? But you guys said already 2, so we're going to lock in 2.
Let's hear it one more time. The legislature, and the answer is in. Well, the actual answer is 2. Too easy.
Hey,
You get 200
you guys,
points.
I want a big W in the chat for you guys. Alright, you guys are a bunch smartest class
So,
I've ever had to
Isa,
teach.
Thanks
So,
for coming to class.
good job, guys.
Can you tell us a fact about your favorite subject?
Alphabet comes from alpha and beta, the first letters of the Greek alphabet.
Excellent fact. Let's check out the next question.
All right, guys,
Standard
next
gamer,
question.
Choose the right subject for you. We have reading, spelling, vocabulary, life science.
alright guys, here we go. We got reading, spelling, vocabulary, life sciences. Vote in the chat. What do we want? What do we want? I see Coach Corbin put in science. Well, remember, guys, majority in the chat is the subject and category that we use. So you see science. We stand away from all things English and grammar. Gotcha. Alright, majority says life sciences.
Become one with nature in this plants question. The Scoville scale is typically used to measure the pungency and heat of which edible fruit?
Alright, the Scoville
Chili
scale
peppers.
is typically used
Tomatoes.
to measure the pungency and
Okra.
heat of which edible fruit. What are we thinking in the chat,
Standard
guys?
gamer. Choose an
Is it chili
answer.
peppers, tomatoes, or okra? Alright, Gunnar Cody popping in with the first answer of peppers. Let's see what else. Remember, majority answer wins. Even if you may have got the correct answer, if the majority is a different answer, I will be selecting the majority answer. Alright, we see 2 peppers. Let's see what else. See 2 peppers. We need, and there we go. Aiden makes that a majority. Here we go. Chili peppers it is. Let's see if y'all got it
And
right.
you got your answer.
Ah!
So, the correct answer is chili peppers.
Hey,
You got this.
there we
You
go,
get
boys.
200 points.
Congrats.
But it's time we swap hosts. Say hello, Teddy.
All right, we're getting Teddy back.
Very exciting.
We've got a lot of subjects
It's
to go
going
through
to get
still, but I
tougher.
think
In the
we can
fourth
graduate
grade,
to the fourth
every
grade.
question
All
here
right.
is worth
So shout out to you guys
250
graduating to the
points.
fourth grade.
Let's greet
Okay.
our new classmate and say bye to the old one.
See you later. Yay!
Yeah.
Woo! Yay!
All right.
So, your classmate for
About
the
to get a
grade
classmate,
is
and then we'll get to do the same old category.
Joaquin.
Oh. Yeah.
Yes!
Yay! You can call me Joaquin.
This is Joaquin
And I can
Phoenix.
help with math and geometry questions.
Standard gamer.
All right, guys.
Let's see what
Vote in the
subjects
chat.
there are.
What category
And
we want to
it's
dive into? We want
vocabulary,
vocab, reading, spelling, or measurements?
Spelling, measurements.
Vote in the chat. I see Gunnar Cody. Measurement. Oh, measurements. Looks like we diving into measurements again, boys.
Get your rulers out for the measurements question. Tom runs 2 miles. To the nearest tenth of a kilometer, how many kilometers has he run? 2.2, 2.98, 3.2.
All right.
Standard gamer. Which
Tom
is the
runs
answer?
2 miles. To the nearest tenth of a kilometer, how many kilometers has he run? This is going to be tricky for you American folks because we don't use the metric system. Ah, so we see an immediate 3.2 from both Coach Corbin and Gunnar Cody. Is it 3.2? We'll find out.
We got your answer.
I have the answer key right here.
Well, the right answer is 3.2. Nice work.
Hey, good job,
You get
guys.
250 points. So, Joaquin, thank you for joining us. Why don't you tell us a fact you learned recently?
Hey, shout out! Hey,
Ever
can I
put
get
a
a?
rock in
Let's get a
water to
W's in the
measure its
chat. Shout out
volume?
to psychos and
Thank
weirdos showing up
Archimedes
to
of
class today,
Syracuse.
guys.
A very cool
Although a
fact.
little late,
Let's move to the
he
next
still showed up to class today. So W's for psychos and weirdos showing up to
Standard
class.
gamer. Let's pick a subject for the question. Is it social studies, math, measurements?
All right, guys. After those welcoming psychos to class, let's choose a category. All right, psychos and weirdos. Let me give you a rundown of how we're making this work today. Okay. So as we go through classes, our classmates here will be choosing a category. The majority is going to the majority pick in the chat will be the category we go to. Similarly, while we're looking at answers, the majority that I see in the chat is going to be the answer that I pick. So even if someone said the right answer, if the majority says, let's say, the wrong answer, then the wrong answer will be picked. Does everything do I make sense? Did I explain that clearly? Let me know. Mark him tardy, don't worry. Psychos and weirdo. Hey, it's okay. Don't worry, that's why you have the support of your classmates today, okay? Lean on each other, okay? This is about community, leaning on each other for assistance and not being afraid to say, I don't know. That is how we learn, okay? Mark him tardy. Coach Corbin, you're correct. Psychos and weirdos here, I'll show you. Right here. I'm showing you my list. It's gonna probably be backwards, but Psychos and Weirdos is marked tardy right there. So, bro went to Spyro school? Maybe. Who knows? But anyways, let's dive in. Let's choose a category. Let's choose a category here. We doing social studies, math, or measurements? We have 3. I see Coach Corbin voted for math. What else we got? Coach Corbin voted math, but that doesn't make a majority here. Alright, Psychos and Weirdos voted math. So we're going to dive in to some math.
Yeah.
Get buried in the sand.
All right,
In this
guys.
Time question.
I want you guys to lock in. I've taught you
How
everything
many
I know.
hours is 7,200 seconds?
You're right, Gunnar Cody. I had to scroll up a little bit in
Standard
chat, but I
Gamer.
see it.
Pick the correct one.
How many hours is 7,200 seconds, chat? Don't worry, you can use a calculator. Okay, you can use a calculator, you can use Excel, you can use your fingers, you can use your toes, anything and everything you need to use here, okay? Just don't tell me what you use. Okay, well, I just want to keep it a little clean here, right? Where this is a 4th grade classroom, by the way. All right, Gunnar Cody voted
I'll read the
12
question again.
hours.
How many hours is 7,200 seconds?
Let's see who else out here is gonna. I bet remember your conversion factors, guys. Remember conversion factors. Remember, just to give you guys a hint. Seconds into minutes and minutes into hours, okay? So let's remember our conversions. All right.
Take as long as you need. You got this.
Gunnar Cody has 2 different answers. He's changed up a little bit. He said 12 at first, and then 5 with a question mark. And then Coach Corbin said 2. Psychos and Weirdos also said 2. This looks like it's going to be a majority for 2 hours. Alright. Let's find out if you guys were correct.
There is no real timer, so take your time. We got the answer. The actual answer is 2 hours.
And there we go. 2 hours was correct. Shout out to Coach
You're
Corbin
correct.
and Psychos
You
and
get
Weirdos for the correct
250
answer.
points.
Gunnar Cody, you have a strike. You will not be getting 100% on this test.
Let's give the scoreboard another look. You're doing fantastic. Great work. But you've had enough of me. Go for it, Claudia.
How time flies. It's almost the end. Welcome to 5th grade.
All right, guys.
Every
We're
question
in
is
5th grade
worth
now.
300
We're doing great,
points.
guys.
Let's
5th
say
grade.
bye to your old classmate and meet a new one.
Bye. For now.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yay! Woo!
And you'll be getting help from Eli.
Huh? Yes!
Not Mr. Monstar's the villain.
Yay!
No.
I'm Eli, and I'm really good at chemistry.
I
and
am
measurement
but the hero in the story.
Standard Gamer. It's time for you to pick a subject.
Alright, guys. We're
We've
now
got
diving into
reading,
5th grade, guys.
vocabulary,
5th grade.
spelling, social studies.
We're doing reading, vocab, spelling, or social studies. Psychos and Weirdos, did I mark you tardy? I did mark you tardy, unfortunately. I like to give a 5-minute grace period in my class, because I understand you need to, stop and get a drink of water, pick up some snacks, all that jazz. So I give a 5-minute grace period, and because this is the first class of the semester, I want to be lenient, but I also want to set an example of my classroom, so I appreciate it. All right, so let's look at what class or category we're looking at. Again, majority wins here. So we got vocab, social studies, vocab. That's 2 vocab. Looks like we're picking vocab as the majority here. I hope you
your
get
English
fired.
teacher proud
You know what?
In this next question.
I hope I don't. I need this job to pay
True or
rent.
false?
Okay?
Referring to workers
So don't
as
hope on my
hands
downfall.
Is an example of synecdoche.
Alright, true or false? Referring to workers as hands
Standard Gamer.
is an
Please
example
pick
of
an answer.
synecdoche. Don't tell me if I got that word right. I did. Because again, I am the teacher here. I know the correct answers. Again, take your time. This is a little bit hard, you know. Vocab is a
It's just
tricky
you
one.
and us. Take as long as
Coach
you need.
Corbin says no clue. That means right now it's Psychos and Weirdos. Psychos and Weirdos and Gunnar Cody are the ones that you're gonna have to lean on for this test right now, Coach Corbin. Gunnar Cody says true. Psychos and Weirdos, it is all up to you to figure out this answer, or to give an answer. Because again, majority wins here.
Let's read the question again. True or false? Referring to workers as hands is an example of synecdoche.
Synecdoche. See, that's what I said the first time. Alright, we got Gunnar Cody and Psychos and Weirdos saying true. And we're having Coach Corbin saying let's cheat. Alright guys, we're gonna have a special little scenario here. We got Coach Corbin saying let's cheat and the
This is a
two other
difficult
classmates saying true. I'm going to give you guys 10 seconds here, okay, to select whether we cheat. Alright, so that's 2 for cheating. Looks like we're gonna cheat. Alright guys, let's cheat. That means we're gonna rely on our classmate here. Alright, would we rather ask the class, copy the answer, or get a new question?
Sure is difficult.
What are we thinking, guys? Again, we'll use the same process, majority. We want a new question, we want to copy or ask the class. I kind of have an idea of what you guys are going to go towards, but again, all up to you guys. The course of this goes however you want it. Coach Corbin saying ask the class.
Let me repeat the question. True or false? Referring to workers as hands is an example of synecdoche.
Gunnar Cody and Psychos and Weirdos, either of you guys need to chime in and either agree or give us a different answer here. What are we thinking?
Don't
Asking the
worry.
class.
Take as long as
Perfect.
you need. Your answer is in. You've chosen a cheat.
Oh,
Specifically, you've chosen to ask the class. Let's see what our class thinks the right answer is.
woo! Yeah! Yeah! Woo!
Who thinks that the answer is false?
I'm sure it's false.
Who thinks that the answer is true?
I think that's true.
Yes!
Okay.
Ah, yay!
Standard
Majority of
gamer,
our class
choose your
said
answer.
it was true. So it's a 2v3. Our classmate Ellie here said true. Or sorry, false. So what are we thinking here, guys? Do we want to still stay true or do we want to move false, huh? Coach Corbin drops true. Psychos and Weirdos drops true. So guess what? That's a majority. True it is, guys.
Well, the correct answer is
And
true. Great.
hey, W class, bro. W class. I knew you guys had it in you. Great teamwork, guys. W class.
So, Eli, thanks for joining us here. Can you tell us a fun fact you learned recently?
The Romans used to have a 10-month calendar until Julius Caesar changed it.
An excellent fact. It's time for the next question.
Next question, boys.
Standard gamer, please pick a nice subject.
All right.
You've got spelling, reading, social studies, vocabulary.
What are we picking, huh? We got spelling, reading, social studies, and vocabulary on the board. So what are we thinking, guys? Pick that category in the chat and we'll continue. Again, we are in 5th grade, guys, so we're smart beans here. Social studies looks like it's going to be the majority in the chat. Psychos and weirdos, social studies it is.
Put respect on their name.
Amen,
Next
sister.
question. Known as the father of the national parks, what naturalist became the first president of the Sierra Club in 1892? John Muir, Ansel Adams, David Brower.
Alright guys, known
Standard
as the
Gamer,
father of
what's
the
your
national
answer?
parks, what naturalist became the first president of the Sierra Club in 1892? John Muir, Ansel Adams, David Brower. Again, majority wins here. Or we can cheat.
Take it easy. It's just you and us today.
And I'm with my boy John, says Gunnar Cody. Rest of the class, what do we think, huh? What do we think, guys? One on this one. Psychos and Weirdos says John Muir. One on this one. Psycho's caught himself repeating
I'll say the question
numbers.
once more. Known as the father of the national parks, what naturalist became the first president of the Sierra Club in 1892? John Muir, Ansel Adams, David Brower.
Okay, so that means everyone voted for John. Let's see if you guys are correct here.
And it is locked in.
Woo!
That means the answer is John Muir.
I am astonished.
You get 300
You guys
points.
got 300 points. Nice job, guys.
But you've had enough of me. Go for it, Teddy.
That's it. We're in 6th grade. It's the end of our journey.
All right, guys, we're
There's
reaching the
only
end,
one
guys.
question, but it's worth 500 points.
All right, lock
we'll
in.
say goodbye to your classmate now because it's all up to you.
It's all up to us now, guys.
See you soon.
I know, the end of our class
Standard
journey.
Gamer.
It's
time
okay.
to pick yourself a subject. They are spelling, reading, vocabulary, life science.
All right, guys, for the last category of our class session, do we want to go spelling, reading, vocabulary, or life sciences? What are we picking? Says Gunnar Cody says re-roll. I wish I could. I can't re-roll, unfortunately. Psychos and Weirdos says reading. Gunnar Cody, I'm gonna unfortunately I have to ask you to 1, watch your profanity, and 2, pick a category that is on the screen now. Close your eyes and roulette it. That is a suggestion. You know what? I will take that suggestion, and I will do that if that is the majority here. It looks like the majority is in agreement. So what we're going to do is we are going to blind pick. And how I'm going to do this is I'm not going to roll my mouse around. I will use my handy dandy pen here to just swipe across in front of me until I select something. So, ready? 3, 2, 1. Spelling it is, guys. Spelling it is.
I'll cast a spell on you for this next question. It's the final question. You got it. It's time to see if you're really smarter than a 5th grader. What are the first 4 letters in the spelling of the following word? Innumerable, innumerable.
Alright, guys. First,
I-N-U-M. E-N-U-M. I-N-N-U.
alright, guys.
Standard Gamer, it's your turn to answer.
Is it 1, 2, or 3 here? Again, the majority gets picked in the chat. And if you guys get this correct, class is over, and you guys get a 100%. Except for Cody, he got one question wrong earlier today, and he will be getting -5 points for the class. But that's okay. Psychos and Weirdos says it's 2 for me, but it looks like Gunnar Cody says it's number 3 for him. So what are we picking here, guys? We do need a tiebreaker. How about this? Where's Coach? I don't know. But how about this? To make it a majority, I'm going to ask Siri here, or better yet, let's do this. We're gonna go to ChatGPT, guys, right? And we're going to ask ChatGPT to flip a coin, right? Heads will say INNU, so number 3, and tails, we will say ENUM. Gunnar Cody, don't do that. Bring him back, please. Gunnar Cody, don't abuse your moderator powers, or else we can change that. All right. So what we're gonna do here is I'm kidding with y'all. Let's see here. We're gonna use ChatGPT here, guys. And because it was a tiebreaker between number, which one did you guys say? INNU, number 3. And let's see what the other decision was here. Is ENUM. We are going to now flip a coin. And heads will be number 2, tails will be number 3. And just to show you guys that I'm not cheating, I'm not looking at the answer. The coin is flipped. Maybe acting like a 5th grader is a bad idea. I don't know, man. Have fun. Have a good time. And I don't know if you guys saw it. May have been reversed. But the answer is heads. So the answer is going to be picked as ENUM for innumerable. Innumerable. Let's see if the class got this correct.
Here's the answer. And the real answer is INNU. Good try, but you chose
Oh
the wrong.
my gosh. That was the incorrect answer.
Unfortunately, you were not smarter than
Unfortunately
a 5th grader,
today,
but
guys,
we'd love to see you
we
here
are not
later.
smarter than a 5th grader.
Let's take a last look at the final
If you
scores.
enjoyed the class today,
Congratulations!
please
You did an amazing job.
come back by
Time to add those points
on our
to your
next
record.
class session, and we will make sure that we become smarter than a 5th grader. Thank you guys again. I am your teacher, Mr. Monstar,
like we
and I will
unlocked
catch y'all
something
at the
new.
next class
It's a new
session.
classmate.
Thank you guys.